Welcome back everyone. iOS 15.5 has officially came out, so let's go and take a look at it on the iPhone 10 and see if you should install it. Now this update I think was a good and bad update. It was bad because it didn't really bring any crazy cool features, but it's also good because it could mean that Apple's focusing more on iOS 15 or iOS 16 for the most part. Now in the release log, you can see that this update was about 587 megabytes on my iPhone 10, and that was coming from the previous version of software. So if you're not coming from the previous version, it's probably going to be a little bit bigger, but if you are, then this is the size that you're going to be getting. Now it tells us iOS 15.5 includes enhancements to Apple Cache Card, Apple Podcasts, and other features and bug fixes. So this is actually really cool, like I mentioned before, because it looks like Apple is focusing more on iOS 16, but even on this iPhone, we're getting one new feature, which is the new thing within that, Apple Wallet, but we're also getting some enhancements to Apple Podcasts and other features and bug fixes. That's my favorite part of this because it's really been enhancing the backend and making this as stable of a version of software that we can possibly get. Now, first of all, installing it, I installed the RC version last Friday, and so far nothing has really changed, to be honest. It seems like the exact same thing that we were getting on previous. And so far, it looks like nothing's changed. So if you install the RC or the official version, it looks like it should be the same for the most part. On top of that, stability has been about roughly the same too from previous versions of software that I ran. No big issues, no boot loops, no battery shutdowns yet. But do keep in mind that, if in the future, we never know what happens. So hopefully nothing crazy happens with this update, mostly because when the next version of software comes out, iOS 16 is literally a few weeks away. So in a beta form, we're going to be getting iOS 16, and that's why I like that Apple didn't really bring too many crazy features here, just these specific ones, because that probably means to me that Apple's focusing more on iOS 16 and making that a stable version of software as we can possibly get. So the question I'm going to get probably the most, should you install iOS 15.5 on your iPhone 10? Well, like I mentioned before, I would probably go ahead and do it. I think installing something like this specific version of software is important. The only reasons I wouldn't recommend installing it is if you want to jailbreak, if you want to modify your iPhone of some sort, then stay on the lowest version possible. Other than that, I would probably recommend staying on the highest version that you can because iOS 15 is probably going to be the more stable version of software for at least the next few months, to be honest. Once iOS 16 comes out, if it's not as stable as iOS 15, we're probably going to have some issues there. So in terms of that kind of covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, but definitely hit the subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.